Once again, Do-Rag Wisdom, and we're still 29 days since the coup. And I don't usually like to make more than one broadcast a day because who the heck wants to look at this pug or mug, excuse me. And frankly, again, you know, in our celebrity culture, I mean, who am I? Well, if teaching like 30-something years is something, you know, I guess, you know, that could be considered something. I read, I write, I make observations, and if I don't have something to write or something to say, I just won't say it because it's just, you know, I don't want to just talk for the sake of talking. So I wanted to add to those who are taking the time to watch this, to continue our discussion from this morning. We are in a civil Cold War. The rich, selfish, greedy, fascist turds that are up there now, they're in the halls of power. This fluke, this election fluke, the election BS that we have, it put this creep into the halls of power, and he represents the enemies of the people. Now, this creep ran on the pretext that he was a populist, that he was for the working man, he was for the people. You know, again, when that man moves when he moves his lips, he's lying. Everything that comes out of his mouth is a lie. And I've said before, if you want to understand how to deal with creeps like the Trumps and the GOP, you have to read 1984. Has all the instructions in there how to recognize totalitarians. And believe me, we all have to know how to recognize totalitarians because they're now controlling our country. We're at war. And I said before that when you're at war, I mean, one group of people wants to hurt another group. And in our case, it's again, the rich bastards wanting to destroy the rest of us. Now, if this creep is such a populist, and if he's for the people like he claims to be, why is he surrounding himself with all these plutocrats? How is ExxonMobil in the State Department? How does that grab you for populism, for the people? How is generals being shoved into these positions? How is that populist? They have a guy they're picking. Now, this is another thing. They're picking this guy. He wants to pick this guy for the FDA, who, this has to do with our drugs and drug testing. And this creep, he's affiliated with another rich creep who hated Obama from the start. And this is what he's into. One, and I learned this again from the Maddow show, and I also learned a lot from the Olbermann and from Bill Maher and Ed Schultz and the like. He wants to extend life. So basically, what this creep Trump is going to do, he's putting Eldridge Palmer to run the FDA. That's, if you ever watch The Strain, there's this villain on The Strain named Eldridge, it's a great first name, Palmer, who is so afraid to die that he's made a deal with this vampire that are going to destroy all of New York City, destroy all of humanity, so this guy can live forever. And this creep is going to run the FDA along with this other creep. They believe that certain people have a right to live forever. Personally, I don't want to live forever if the quality of that crap is going to be living with creeps like Trump, because that would be hell for eternity. But you know, he's also interested in putting cities on the ocean. Yeah, floating cities on the ocean. Now, what kind of creep who's going to be in charge of the drugs and the testing, all this stuff. Is just, how is that helping? How is putting that creep in there going to help people? The common everyday people that this bastard creature Trump said he was helping. Nothing. I mentioned Linda McMahon before, and I'm just trying to figure out, like down the way from me, I have a liquor store, and next to that there's a laundromat. I think what they should do, Linda McMahon should do, they should, if the two need a loan, they should have a WWE WrestleMania match with plenty of action and blood and guts. I just want you all, whether you listen to me or whether you think I'm a wacko, I don't know, whatever it is, you know, ugly, stupid, a nobody, a fool. Wake up to the fact that we're at war. That we have to get ready to defend ourselves against the onslaught. Because what we have put in power with these creeps, the minority of creeps who voted for him, along with that stupid electoral college, what we have put in there is the enemies of our democracy, our democratic republic, the enemies of the working people. Because remember, right away, the grump dump, Adolf Trumpler's blaming the working people for, you know, the unions, the workers, for why jobs are leaving. They want you all, we all, to be slaves. Just work for them for nothing until they drain us dry and then dump us in Potter's Field. That's all they want. And that's who is in power now, who's going to be in power. They're going to try to undo everything that we've accomplished in these last 8 years to get out of that crisis we were in, and we're going to go right back into it. Because these plutocrats, these fascist bastards, they know they're at war. They know they want to get rid of all the rights we have in this country. They know they want to turn this into the corporate states of America. We have to learn that they know that, and we have to stand up too. I'm not finished with this discussion. This is important because I want you all to wake up before it's too late. Wake up. We, the middle class, the working poor, the real people out there that suffer, live, and die, we're at war now, folks. And it's not those Islamics across the sea. It's the terrorists here. The financial, rich, and often extremist Christian terrorists right here in this country. We are at war now. Wake up. They are out to hurt us. Look at everything again, look at who he's appointed to surround him. Look at all the things he's been doing, saying in the last few days. Watch the news. Watch the skies. Keep watching the skies, like they said in The Thing, because the thing is here and now. And we are at war. I'm going to keep saying that. A civil war, a cold civil war right in this country, right now. I don't do magical thinking, folks. I'm looking at the facts. And if we don't wake up and get in this prick's face, that's the end of our country. We're at war, we're at war, we're at war. She won the popular vote, she won the popular vote. He didn't win the popular vote. We're at war, we're at war, we're at war. Keep saying it until it becomes the truth and you know it and believe it.